to know what kind of power these people have, or what they can and cannot do, and your questions can reflect as such. School board set the policy for Hillsborough County. They have an executive branch that's ran by the superintendent. The superintendent is
Jeff Akins.
Jeff Akins, but he also is hired by the school board.
Yeah.
So in a lot of cases, what you have, and we had this in this town for a long time, you have a superintendent just keep 4 school board members happy and run a rapid.
Yeah. Yes.
Just keep 4 folks on the school board.
Yeah.
Keep their $350,000 a year job with the greatest benefits in the world. Plus, 350 plus, and don't do nothing when it comes to our school being way down on the totem pole, our children getting kicked out of school, our children becoming criminals in school. And these people who want to be a school board member is running the set policies that the superintendent has to adhere to. Policy making board. So they need to have coalition building skills. They got to get 4 votes to get something done. So everything they say they're going to do, remember they got to get 4 votes to get it done. Don't let them snow you. They can go in there by themselves and get it done. Don't happen like that.
Amen.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real now.
Can I get in one? Just
Come on,
30
baby.
seconds.
Come on, get it in.
30 seconds. Tell them I told them. Tell them I told them. I'm talking like Michelle Williams right now. If a school board member has been there for more than 2 terms, with the situation that we got right now, let them know that Candy Lowe won't be voting for us. And I want to know they've been there now 2 terms with the situation that we have. Thank you.
Just tell us real quick, just not your platform, just what you're running for and what district you're running for.
I'm Pechacek. I'm running for School Board District 6.
Okay.
All of us are running for the same thing, countywide school board district 6. I'm Bill Person.
And I'm here to shape Washington running for District 6 countywide.
Okay.
I'm Scott Mr. H. Hottenstein, also running district-wide, District 6. Thank you for having us here. I really appreciate it.
All right, let me just tell y'all about this countywide now. That means they represent everybody in the county. Don't let them regulate you to just the so-called black district seat, which Tammy Schamberger is over right now. These people represent everybody in the county. They're supposed to give equity and fairness to everybody in the county. Okay, so don't let them tell you, oh, I'm just looking out for my district. No, you're countywide. Y'all understand that? Community?
Countywide.
Vote education in effect this morning. All right.
My name is Robert Pechacek. Like I said before, I want to bring back job and vocational training to our students. I want to make sure that if kids are not going to college, we have a backup plan for these kids, because the best kind of kids are the kids who come back to our community and work for our community. I believe in strong volunteerism. And for example, I host at my school Backpacks Begin and Backpacks to End, where we make sure we fill kids' backpacks at the first day of school to the end of the day. We also raised 3 tons of food for Metropolitan Ministries last year, and that food goes to our socially deprived students, and we make sure that their bellies are fed. Also, last year I received an award from the state for my volunteerism work for the local community as well. So if you vote for me, you're voting for someone who has community experience, who has volunteerism experience, and has a record to prove it. Thank you.
Time. Mr. Pearson.
I'm Bill Person. Many of you know me. 35 years with the school district. I started as an English teacher and retired as General Director of Administration. Carl Warren and Randolph Kinsey and I brought back Milton High School. Fred Hearns and I brought back Blake High School. Fred Hearns and I helped bring back Middleton High School. I was the lead desegregation administrator and reported to the federal courts on deseg case from 1971 to 2011. Former principal at Tampa Bay Tech. Former principal at Dowdell Middle School. I was the man who assigned all kids to all schools in Hillsborough County from 1997 to 2011. Carl knows me well. Bless Mr. Kinsey, he's no longer with us.
Here to shape Washington from Tampa, Florida. I did 42 years in the school system, 24 years in the National Guard. I'm the person that opened up Milton High School in 2002. And also, I was the principal at Chamberlain High School for 6 years. I was 5-time principal of the year. I was man of the year. I was selected administrator of the year. I had all the experience because I've been in for 42 years in the school district. I came all the way, nobody don't know this, I came all the way from an assistant teacher to an area superintendent. How many people? So how many people don't know me? I love it. You know why? You know why you don't know me? Because you'll never heard me in nonsense.
That's right, sir.
You'll never heard me in nonsense.
That's right.
Luckily graduated and with me.
All right, we got Scott.
Mr. H is good.
Mr. H.
Hi, I'm Scott Mr. H. Hottenstein. I'm running for school board because we need to restore faith in the school board. We need to renew a focus on students in the classroom, and we need to fix broken programs in our school district. Things like transportation, things like school discipline, things like prison, the prison pipeline. A little bit about myself. I am a current teacher in Hillsborough County. My lovely wife, who's back there taking video, is a current school counselor in Hillsborough County. My 2 sons go to public schools. I have the skin in the game. I know what's going on in the district. Before I became a teacher, I spent 24 years in the Navy.
All right, let's go to the panel. We're going to go to Mona Judge, entrepreneur and political activist. Go ahead.
So my question will be, we all know about the failing schools. So that's all I'm concerned about. I'm really not concerned about filling bank hikes. I want our kids to be able to read. And what are you going to do about it? And with the exception, I want to take off the board, more parent involvement. Let's take that off. Let's put that aside. I don't want you to say more parent involvement. Because you guys have been trying to deal with this problem for many years and can't get it done. We need it done.
All right, let's start with Mr. H. Seems like he wanted so bad. Come on with it.
Look, here's the deal. I'm a current teacher. I need my students in class, okay? I don't need them suspended. I don't need them absent. I don't need them tardy. I need them in class from the time class begins to the time class ends. So whatever policies we need to make that keep kids in the classroom, that's what's going to help with reading. That's what's going to help with academic achievement. And it goes. I'm sorry?
You haven't figured it out. You keep saying the same thing.
Go ahead.
Okay, in my opinion, being a former area superintendent, the most important part is getting a principal in the school, because you got to have good leaders, and you got to recruit good teachers, and you got to recruit teachers that have cultural sensitivity, because a lot of these teachers do not understand the sensitivity of minorities and sensitivity of learning. So that's important to me, because that's what you need. You need teachers, and you need to go out and global search for teachers that have worked in those big communities, have worked in urban rural communities, so they'll understand these students.
All right. Awesome. What you gonna do to help academic on the school board? As a policymaker, what can you do? Let's make it.
Academic is where we're supposed to be. Our school board administration is worried about paying vendors. Our highest priority is our children and our teachers. And if we don't get this refocused back on what's happening in the classroom and the schools, it's all about reading. You hit it right on the head. Once the kids can read, they can be successful. We're too worried about everything else in Hillsborough County, and we need to refocus on kids, communities, and employees, especially the teachers.
Yes.
Okay, I am a teacher, and I've taught special needs, I've taught Title I. I've taught high school, I've taught middle school. What you have to do is start the kids off where they can succeed and move them up from there. Giving a kid a book saying you're in 10th grade, you're supposed to read this is ridiculous. We need to stop that. We need to give the teachers the tools those teachers decide are important for their classrooms, not in the entire county. Planet City is different than Temple Terrace, which is different from Tampa, which is different from Ruskin. We have to stop this whole, let's put out one textbook in the entire county if the kid can't read it too bad. No, we need to let teachers pick what they want to choose in their class. Thank you.
Very good. All right.
Okay, I'm going to ask you questions regarding civil rights and Every Student Succeed Act of 2015. And this is about the achievement schools, the recent achievement schools that just been decided and created 3 months ago.
30 seconds.
Okay, how would you go about ensuring the achievement schools receive needed funding equity and address the interrelated issues such as inexperience and high rate of teacher turnovers and unprepared leadership?
All right. Good question. Panel, y'all got 30 seconds to ask the question, so make sure you ask the questions. Let's go. All right.
Okay, so the problem is with a lot of our struggling schools is they hire brand new teachers who are not experienced. And then therefore those brand new teachers drop out within 3 years. We have to fix this problem. We have to give incentives to highly effective teachers who voluntarily want to teach in those schools first. Then also too, to correct the achievement gap with financing. We have to look across the county on financing as well. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to raise my hand. The question already stated that. We need to know what he's going to do about it.
Okay, real quick, candidates, listen to the question, because you can't keep going back and forth, re-answering the question. Okay?
Yes.
No, let me finish.
All right, I'm sorry.
You got 15 seconds, sir, to try to finish out what she said.
Okay.
What you gonna do on a policy-making board to correct what she already said?
What we need to do is move highly effective teachers into these schools and quit taking kids right out of college with no experience and throw them into schools that are properly funded.
And then y'all gotta talk a little louder.
Sama Baptiste, before she asks a question, she knows the answer. The definition and the answer to her question is the difference between equality and equity. There's a profound difference. Equity means we put as much resources as necessary into elevate,
Absolutely.
priority, whatever you want to call them this
Absolutely.
month. And not only
Absolutely.
that, there's no exit strategy.
Exactly.
We go in with massive resources and focus and focus and focus until we get it right, and then we never walk away.
That's right.
We stay with it.
That's right.
Oh, wait, shake it up.
Yes, being a high school principal, I worked at 2 leading schools. With equity, Bill is right, equity and quality is quite different. We need to have quality people in those schools so those kids will get the education that they need. We need to have equity because when you look at the budget, it's not equity. The budget is not equity. When you look across the board, some schools are getting more money than other schools, so you can't get the right quality of education for students.
All right.
And here's the thing, the whole achievement zone, achievement schools is kind of BS, okay? It's not that the equity is the buzzword, and they're just shuffling the chairs on the deck as the Titanic goes down. They didn't talk to the community, they don't talk to the teachers, they don't talk to the principals. This was an idea from top down, and they're paying all these 6-figure salaries when that money should be spent on the students in the classroom. That's what we need.
How do you plan on impacting the prison, the school-to-prison pipeline as far as the overrepresentation of black boys being expelled and suspended? I need to know what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Point blank period. How do we resolve that problem?
How you resolve it?
I don't know what you did. I wanna know what you're gonna do.
The important part of the pipeline is K3. You get kids when they're young and disciplined, and they get in line, and you give them all the services that they need at that particular
But I
K3.
want you to address, I need you to address the over-representation of black boys being expelled and suspended in our district.
Wait.
That's the part I need to
Let him get to it.
address.
Let him get to it. Okay, thank you. Okay, that part we're talking about expel. No, you shouldn't expel no kid at K3. That shouldn't
That's
be.
why I'm stopping you, because we're talking about the boys that are expelled and suspended in middle school and high school that eventually drop out and end up in prison because they're on the streets all day.
Oh, okay,
That's what I'm talking
you know
about.
what? Whatever you got, sweetheart, I'm gonna answer. Okay,
That's what
so we're talking about is in high school you drop out. That's why we have career centers. When kids drop, we need to get those kids before they get to the pipeline for prison and put them in the pipeline, put them in career centers so those kids could understand and be successful in life. Would that answer your question?
No, you're not.
Which are zero tolerance. And that's what we say, hey, they broke the policy, we gotta suspend them, no ifs, ands, or buts. But what we fail to see is the relationships. I guarantee you, every kid who's expelled, someone at that school, it's a teacher, could be custodial staff, could be student nutrition lunch lady, has a relationship with that student, could be a counselor. We need to talk to that person and get the right resources, get the right attitude, instead of just kicking them out.
Yeah. Time and stage. All right. Thank you.
How many of you remember a human relations specialist in the schools in the 70s and 80s? I was one of the very few white human relations specialists in the 70s, and I was an assistant principal before we had resource officers. So was Henry. We dealt with the issue and kept it away from the legal people, the law enforcement, and we kept the kids out of the legal system. The worst thing we can do, especially with minor stuff, is involve the legal system. We had the authority, you backed us up, and we took care of the problem.
So,
Last one.
thank you. So to answer your question, I ran a young men's outreach group at my school. We took the top kids with behavioral problems with the most referrals, and we put them in charge of peer mentorship groups. We kept them busy. We gave them things to do, and we're like, okay, you obviously have some issues we can work out. Let's put you in charge of a group. Let's let you co-counsel other students. And those referrals went down. My students, you had to have at least 3 referrals to join our group. At the end of the year, none of those kids have referrals, and they turned around. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. What you should consider is a community advisory committee to help you with the budget. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. And you can do that. Don't say you can't do it. All you need to get 3 people to vote for it. You get 3 people to vote for it. You have a community advisor. Let us see about the budget. Some people, some real people, ask about the budget. All right?